Hey everybody, it's Andy, and today is September 20th. Yep, it's September 20th, and that marks day 62 of my 90-day juice fast. So, I got a lot of comments on my last video where I announced that I was extending my juice fast from 60 days to 90 days, and I kind of wanted to go over the why of why I'm going to be extending my fast. And it really just boils down to something internal within me told me not so much that I wasn't ready, but that you haven't completed your journey yet. And you know what, it was something that it really, you know what, it wasn't so much like my thoughts, but something that just told me that, you know, something's not right yet with you, Andy. And I have no rhyme or reason, no clear rationale on why, other than my body told me that it's not time yet. So I mean, that's the only real explanation I can give you guys. And I just don't have a good explanation. I wish I did, but I really don't. So I'm going to continue doing the 90-day juice fast. I really think my body is kind of leading the way here. And you know, I did lose a lot of weight, and I'd like to point out first that weight was partially a factor on why I wanted to do the fast, but the biggest factor was, you know, to get into that mindset. And I've said this in other videos. It's not so much taking the weight off, it's keeping the weight off. And you know, I sound like a broken record. I'm sure you heard people say that a million times, but I mean, honestly, when it boils down to it, that's really the trick. I mean, it's keeping it off, going back into a normal society, and maintain your good health, not only with your body and, you know, just the way you think about food. And that's really changed with this juice fast. I mean, like nothing I've ever done before. So I'm gonna, you know, a lot of this has to do with not so much getting healthier, because I feel pretty healthy. I just think there's a lot of room for improvement also, and I think that's a lot within the soul right now. And mentally, I think I'm there, because when I get focused, guys, you know what, I zone in, and I zoom in, and I don't deter from my goal. Something really extreme has to happen for me to fail at something. And not that I'm a big winner all the time. I fail at a lot of things, but when you know what, there's times where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna probably mow the grass today. I don't do it for some reason. I don't feel bad about it. But if there's something that I think about a lot and that's inspired me and that makes me really want to do it, it's really hard for me to stop doing that and failing. So for me, that's just how I am, and it's kind of, I don't know if that's some sort of mental issue that I have, but I'm really hard on myself if I make a goal for myself and fail at it. I'm really rough on myself. So I mean, that's acted as how do I say it? It's a double-edged sword, basically. There's good points to it and there's bad points to it. If I do fail at something, I take it really hard and I get depressed or whatever, but you know what, I always crawl out of it. So that's where I'm at with why I changed the 60-day juice fast to a 90-day. Just didn't feel right yet. Didn't feel right. So 90 days, we'll see where I'm at that point. I don't want to go too much longer after that, but I don't think I don't think there's anything negative that's going to happen. And if there is, you know what, I'll have to reassess and see where I go from there. But you know what, everything through this journey, I mean, you know what can I complain about? Nothing. It's been a good ride, and I'm not ready to get off. I bought another ticket. Put me back on the ride. So I'm back. I did want to talk about another thing that I did not bring up yesterday, part of my stats, and that was my blood pressure. I never mentioned my blood pressure before, but we're gonna talk about it a little today. So I haven't gone to, well, I'm not going to say I haven't seen a doctor in a while. When I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, which I don't know if I've mentioned it in my videos before, but I basically had to sleep with a breathing machine, and it was really depressing me that I was the age that I am now and I'm using these machines just to get through the night. And to give you a little bit of my symptoms, I could not sleep at night. I could not sleep. I'd wake up choking several times a night, and I would wake up several times. I couldn't sleep vertically. I had to sit on a recliner and sleep, because every time I slept on my back or my stomach or whatever, I would choke. My snoring was extremely, that nobody could be around me. Nobody was sleeping if they were sleeping with me. So that's why I went to go see the doctor, and their expertise is respiratory. So I went to go see them, and they diagnosed me with sleep apnea. They did that in a sleep study, and I stopped breathing. I don't know. It was an extreme amount. I can't even remember. It was like 100 and something. I stopped breathing. So, I mean, there was times where I would wake up at night and I would walk toward the bathroom, because that's what I always did. Is I always walked to the bathroom, did my business, and went back to bed. Not that I needed to go to the bathroom, but it's just kind of what I did. But there was one time where I woke up choking, and I could not catch my breath. Could not catch my breath. I started walking down my hall, and I started getting that tunnel vision, and that tunnel was getting a lot smaller really quick. And luckily I snapped out of it. But that's a huge sign, guys. It's a huge sign that something extreme had to happen. And it came in the way of this juice fast. And of course I was inspired by the videos, the documentaries I've seen, and Dan the Man, Penny Shelton, all the stories. There's countless stories online that's out there, man. It's out there for the general public to find out, and the recipe is so simple, guys. It's so simple, and we're not meant to, be the weight, have this excess weight on us, and that's why I want to kind of keep going with the fast. Also, is that yes, I know I said weight is not an issue, but you know what? I do have to get to a healthy weight in order for me to be to my full potential. But that's just a part of the journey. So I've been off. I don't know. It was like a week or two into the juice fast, and I stopped using the breathing machine. That basically, I had this mask on me, and it was really uncomfortable, and it took some getting used to, but it kept me quiet. I did wake up. I wouldn't say refreshed. I wouldn't say I was refreshed. I actually woke up with a lot of headaches because of the air pressure. There's constant air being filtered into you, and yeah, I slept through the night, but it didn't feel like the most comfortable sleep. So after the 2 weeks of the juice fast, I was off the mask, and I was sleeping through the night. And I don't know if you guys remember those videos. I was waking up like I got hit with lightning, man. I just had so much energy. Let me see how many. I'm trying. You know what? I'm keeping conscious of my time, because I've noticed that I talk and I ramble a lot, and I don't want to bore you guys. But to go back into 2 weeks off the mask, I felt like I was getting a full night's sleep, refreshed, clear-minded, clarity. What else can I say? I woke up with so much energy. I felt like I was a teenager again. And to this day, I still feel that way. When I wake up, I'm like, man, it is a new day. Let's take whatever I can out of it. We'll soak in the goodness and what Earth and this day has to offer. So, and to this day, I still feel that way. That's pretty cool. So, going back to my blood pressure, I'm going to tell you what I was when I went to go visit the doctor, and how much I weighed. When I went to my last doctor visit, I weighed 177. I know when I started this fast, I weighed 171, but it's kind of like where I was at. It was 177. Jeez, Andy, I was 277. If I was 177, I'd be cool as a cucumber, cool as a fan. but I was 277. And I went down to 271 when I started the juice fast, and now I am at 216 and some change. So, my blood pressure was at 156/90. May not be that high to some others, but it was pretty high. In my eyes, it's pretty high. The doctor said I'm a candidate. If not, I have hypertension already, probably going to lead to some sort of heart disease. And for some reason, that didn't bug me coming from him. I don't know why. He just didn't like, whatever. Give me my mask, whatever. Let's go. But I did take my blood pressure on Monday, and I'm happy to report that my numbers have drastically changed. I am now at, and I didn't do this at a doctor's office. I went to a grocery store, and they have one of those machines that take your blood pressure, and that you sit down and the band goes around you, and it puts pressure on you, and then it doesn't. But I did it several times just to make sure where I was at, and I'm at 117/78. So that's a vast improvement over the 156/90. So I was really happy to see that, and I think on my next doctor, you know what? I don't know if I want to see any more doctors, but I'll probably have to. Just to get a physical and a checkup. Something about me, man, like about modern medicine doctors, man, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And it has to do with documentaries I've watched, seeing stories online, seeing other people talk about it, and most of all, hearing my dad talk about it. So, whatever, that's for another day, but it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So that's where I'm at with all that, guys. So the blood pressure, it vastly improved. I mean, what? There's no cons to this. I mean, maybe some people could throw some cons. I just don't feel them. I know other people are really hungry. I don't feel that hunger. I have cravings when I smell something delicious. I don't know why I look that way. There's something going on there. No, there's nothing. I'm talking here. Focus. When I smell something delicious, I mean, yeah, I have a craving to want to eat it, but I know what I need to do to deter from that. And I said it before, failure is not an option for me, and I'm not going to give into something so simple as, just because I'm used to smelling something good and associating that with putting something in my mouth. I'm not going to fall into that trap again. So that's where we're at today. So just go over day 61 and day 62 as far as juicing. Same thing as always, guys. My same base, my same fruit juices, my same green juices, and I'm probably not going to deter too much from that. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to start doing some of the recipes that Penny Shelton's books has outlined, and some of them really look delicious. So I'll let you guys know when I do all that. So everybody, that's all for today, and I hope everyone had a great day, and whoever's feasting. Oh man, almost forgot something. My boy, Waterfall of Love, he saw my day, my follow up to my 60-day juice fast, and he saw the 30. I was extending it to 30 days, and he wants to do it with me. He wants to put down the marinara sauce and do it with me. And Waterfall, I am here for you, brother. And if you want to do it, I am more than up to the task. And you know what? You support me, I support you. It's all golden, or it's all green. So I wanted to give him a quick shout out and let him know that, hey, dude, I am down for that. So let's do it. All right, I'm on 14 minutes here, so I'm just gonna wrap it up and see you guys tomorrow. Hope everyone's doing great, and peace.